When I was younger, I would always have trouble falling asleep. All the things in my mind would make pictures my pillow would not allow me to paint. These sheets were not canvas, the springs in my mattress could not hold, these brushes I couldn't create my dreams. And when I went to my parents about this problem, they told me to try counting backwards from 10, breathing slow, making sure to hold every breath until it was comfortable, and before I knew it, tomorrow would be here. When I'm back in that town, I toss and turn in my bed, all the thoughts in my head push at my skull, seeping through skin-staining sheets like blood, trying to keep me awake. So when this happens, I try to count backwards. 10. You'd always say love where you come from, but when I'm back in that town, I do not feel home. I cannot sleep comfortably. The bed where I stay is no longer mine. All the thoughts in my brain call claim to someone else. There is nothing back there I can call my own 9. I still see you sometimes, carved in the back of my eyelids like stars in the midnight sky. When I try to erase you, to paint over your smile, you only come back brighter, the after image of a time when I wasn't so tired. 8. I try to count sheep, to drink milk or warm tea, but the buds on my tongue dull flavor. The sweet sour of that place is gone. It can only lick bitter from these memories. I still taste you in that town. 7. I never wanted to leave. All those late night drives, sat in sunken seats when I turned a corner of the park and our lips meet, used to keep my head on straight, but now just twist and pull at my skull, hoping to pry loose the only thing I ever loved about calling that place home. 6. I wake up barely breathing some nights, city fixtures sitting heavy on my chest. I try and call for help at the suburban streets we used to claim as our own. Wire my mouth shut, I'm shouting under static 5. I had been stuck there for years, but in 2013 I finally got out, but I haven't stopped thinking about you since. You are the reason I can't look people in the eyes anymore. I'm too afraid to get lost again. 4. The signs between our homes would always tell us to be happy, but how can I smile when I can barely pull myself out of bed in the mornings? 3. I'm beginning to realize that every small step forward is just 2 giant steps back. 5. You call me to bed like a man to his grave, my pillow the tombstone, the room is my tomb. I wish I could say that I've never been more tempted by death, but we both know that is a lie. 4. I'd rather fuck in the middle of the day and go to sleep alone so that when I wake up in an empty bed, I know it's not because someone left me that way. 3. The thoughts of this town stay crouched in the corners of my room, staring knives into my chest, cutting away the hope I ever had of forgetting it. I'm still afraid of the dark because I'm not sure what's going to be there when I turn on the lights. You are an insomniac's worst nightmare too. I keep counting backwards, begging, praying, hoping that my mind will just stop for a second and let me get some rest. But by the time I wake up, I'm back there thinking about what this town has done to me, tossing and turning, mummifying me in childhood blankets and deadly nostalgia, choking the air from my lungs. So on many countless nights, I'm still hoping, praying, begging that my mind will just stop for a second, and I'll finally be able to reach 1 and fall asleep.